5:44 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9/15/2011. Netflix had a big, huge gap down in pre-market. It was actually, at one point, there were some bids down around the 175 handle or so, and you're moving up to the 179. So you already have $4 off the bottom, and Netflix had to lower their guidance a little bit to adjust to their business plan. And so you closed at 208.71. And what I want MMTs to do this morning is be very key specific as to what these monthly low bars were right here, where this monthly trend line is. And ultimately, you got to look at where the top end ranges come back up and fell and then roll over and then want to come down. And this is, we will do it in our application. What we are going to do is, once again, trade Netflix right here. Here we are. We've had about a $5 move. The time is 5:56 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's 9:15. It's an options expiration week. This is a monthly chart where we could take a look at what this monthly bar here in September is going to do. One of the things that we will point out definitely is the monthly 20-month moving average is 176.914 as a standard public monthly calculation. And the equity right now broke back above there, and they're selling short right there at the 180 handle, and it's reversing right now as we speak. So it does have a pre-market bid and ask between the people who are trying to buy that intraday low bottom, but once they kind of dry up, what happens? There will be a round of profit taking, and what do I mean by that statement? Now listen to the statement. Short sellers that were in Netflix at some point will have a buy to cover. That's how they will bounce off certain key price levels and then roll back over to the short side. But short sellers do have to buy to cover, and when they buy to cover, it's not like someone I'm buying to own it now. No, they have to buy it to cover it in order for their transaction to be done and completed. So therefore, with the amount of bears that are on it versus bulls, is that the bears will have to buy to cover at certain price levels. That's where you're going to get that ascending 3, 6, 9, 12 up at periods, but then you're just going to roll back over again in price action. And the reason why we're doing this live is because we want people, our MMTs, because you're always directly involved with the market, and we have to do it live with our MMTs. It's the only way they can learn. They can't learn any other way. What am I supposed to do? Hey, Netflix gap down $35, Well, what's that going to mean? I mean, you could find that anywhere. It's going through the price action here and now. We talked about Netflix was going to get slammed for a long time, and it would, because they have to readjust their business model on Netflix. And this is a major pre-market feature. How do I trade Netflix within its actual price ranges, from where the natural buyers are going to step in, the bears are going to cover, but then when it comes up, it's going to roll over. And then again, if we do break down in those lower price deltas, negative 5.5 ratio right now, we're above it, we're going to find out where those delta lines in our MMT applications gives us a very clear picture between the buyer and the seller and who's weighted there. It doesn't matter about the headline news. That's the public reaction that you're going to see in the stock. So it's very important that MMTs understand the public psychology levels that are involved in equity markets and what their natural responses, whether it's the public human transaction or the high frequency volume trading machines that are involved as well. And that is a computer that does calculations. It's not a human being. It's not the one doing the transactions, but they're all programmed in there. And they're programmed and they're ready to go. So that's a different kind of buy and sell transaction versus a public buy and sell transaction. I'm just being nice. So here it is, pre-market, 600 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're 30 minutes away. Pre-market news. Relationship to the headline is an earnings announcement. That's your headline tied to the price. Now the public is going to try to figure out what Netflix is worth, and it'll show up in the buy and sell transaction between the long and how many shorts and or natural buyers really stepping in at the bottom. We'll find out. It will be verified in the bid and ask ratio.